First time at your college gym. You're feeling pretty big. You're ready to have a great workout. But as soon as you walk in...
What the fuck is that?
It's Thor.
He's curling the entire squat rack.
You look to the right. Holy...
It's Hercules.
He's shoulder pressing a car. And in that moment...
You realize you're a 60 overall.
So you sneak by them. Let's just start out with some cardio, right? So you walk over to the treadmills and...
Some guy is riding his
Electric scooter on the treadmill.
And on the one next to it...
Is a furry.
practicing their dog walk.
Holy shit. Let's just go over to the abs section. So you walk over there and... Oh wow, she is very beautiful. And her boyfriend...
Also known as the
Dutch giant. 7'1"
and 590 pounds.
walks in. Let's just go back that way, actually. So you hit a quick workout. Now I'm pretty sweaty.
Gotta go into the bathroom and take a quick shower. And then you walk in and... Whose shoes are those?
Size 36.
Huh. And then out of one of the stalls...
Walks the abominable snowman.
What the fuck?
So at that point, you just evacuate. First day of history class, and as soon as you walk in, you look over and...
What the fuck is that?
There's just a brazen bull in the middle of the class. So your teacher looks at you and goes, "You're late.
So you will be
Demonstrating the brazen bull.
Get in." No, I will not be getting in there. So you dodge the teacher's grasp and try to get as far away as possible. So you go to the back of the room.
Bad fucking
idea.
Because the kid next to you is building a guillotine out of the rulers.
And he goes,
You wanna try it out?
No. Let's just go back
This way.
So you scurry down and finally find a seat. And you look up at the board. And it just says medieval torture in bold lettering. All of a sudden, you hear the smart kids in the back go, "Oh, professor, by the way, we have a gift for you." And in walks...
A Trojan horse.
What the fuck even is this class? And suddenly, out of the horse burst 10 soldiers.
Half
Naked with spears. And they just imprison the professor. And the professor's like, yes! Cultural accuracy.
as they are being locked.
in a metal cage.
You're like, holy shit, I gotta get out of here. So you get up and... An arrow flies right past your head. So you look over there.
And the engineers have built a catapult.
Filled with flaming rocks.
First time at Starbucks, and as soon as you open the door, there's just a line of about 50 blonde girls.
Fuck.
Right?
You look over there, and there's just a guy in the baggiest cargo pants you've ever seen.
Blasting
Claro on his MacBook.
right?
Whatever. So you look up at the board and...
What the fuck is that?
The menu may as well be in
Arabic. Because
some of these drinks have words you have...
never even heard of before.
So now you're on deck, and you overhear the girl in front of you order, and she's like,
Yeah, I'll take a venti ice macchiato, pumpkin spice latte, nitro boost. Did she major in Starbucks? It's now your turn to order,
and you are just shaking in your boots. She's like, what do you like? And you're like, what do you recommend? And she's like,
well, I like the venti ice Americano 5 shots decaf with almond milk extra ice.
No, I don't want any of that.
I'll just take a small coffee.
And she's like, what the fuck is a small? It's called a tall. Holy sh! My bad.
So you just order the only drink that you know on the menu, and you just get a pink drink.
And now the barista's calling out names.
She calls Jessica.
10 Jessicas stand up.
And you're there for another 2 hours. First time watching a basketball game, and as soon as you walk in,
What the fuck is that?
There's just
a Slenderman walking around on the court. Oh wait, no, that's
just
Wemby, right?
So he grabs the ball.
walks up to the hoop, raises his arms, and just drops the ball through the hoop. And the announcer's like, oh my goodness, what a display of athleticism from
Wembanyama.
Well, all he did was, whatever. So you look at your friends, and they're like, oh, that's all I need to see. So they go on Kalshi, and they're just throwing bread at the Spurs winning the championships. Holy glaze. So you guys go and find your seats, right? And within 5 seconds of sitting down, there's a foul. So as the guy's getting ready for his free throws, the crowd behind the hoop,
in front of him,
Starts lighting off fireworks as a
distraction.
what?
How is that even allowed?
So the game continues, right? And now there's a fast break. And the guy with the ball runs like a bull
And sends the one defender.
into the shadow realm.
The refs don't call anything, right? Seconds later, a player gets lightly touched and acts like he just got hit by a sniper, right? Falls over, rolls 20 feet.
In his Neymar arc, right?
And he draws the foul.
So now the player gets angry and tosses the ball into the crowd.
And just
Knocks somebody out.
so you just get the
Fuck out of there. School dodgeball tournament, you've been waiting for this moment, right? Game starts and you're locked in. You're dodging.
What the fuck was that?
You look to your right. The kid next to you.
is just
Out cold.
holy shit.
You look up. It's the 5-star pitching prospect, throwing 90-mile-an-hour sinkers.
What the fuck?
So it's on now, right?
You grab your ball, you're scanning, and then you see your shot. So you wind up
And fire one right at the popular girl.
Holy shit.
Direct hit.
Her friends are now looking at you.
Like you just murdered her family. You're in big trouble now, right? You turn your head, and there's a kid dual-wielding dodgeballs.
Spinning like a
Beyblade on the ground.
taking people out left and right.
Right? Teacher's trying to call timeout.
The pitcher just knocks their head right off.
Well, guess we don't have a referee anymore.
Now it's a 2v1.
And your teammate is the weird kid,
He's just chewing on the balls. What the fuck?
right?
So your teammate's head gets knocked off. Now it's a 1v1. And the pitcher hurls a slider at you.
You barely catch it.
And the game ends.
Alright, what should I do today? Should I play with my wife and kids? Nah. How about I go into this cave?
Called the Black Death.
Right? Oh,
There's actually 2 warnings for this cave. Warning number 1. The rats inside carry the plague.
warning number 2.
There have been 3 attempts and 3 deaths.
Sounds like fun.
So they go in anyways, right? And the first 30 feet, they must dislocate
Every single one of their joints to get through a place called,
Satan's windpipe?
as well as inhale.
45 spiders. Next thing you know,
They are at the earth.
Its mantle.
And
those rats are now nesting inside of their hair.
and they now have to tread through.
Liquid plutonium.
Great, we made it through there. Now there's some creepers over here, and
There's some cave spiders over here, you know,
But the final hurrah?
is to get
get through this spinning column of rocks full of stalagmites and sharp quartz
where we have to
Sever our spinal cords?
just to complete the maze. Alright, it's my first day as a hurricane. Let's see what the manual says. Alright, step 1, it says to...
Locate Florida. Great, it's right there.
Alright, next, it says to start small and find your way to the Gulf of Mexico. Optional, go straight through Yucatan.
And for maximal damage.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. It's quicker. Alright, okay. And then it says, sit in the Gulf for a while until Category 4. Then walk as slowly as possible through...
Florida and focus on the coasts.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good. And then it says, what the
Fuck? It apparently
apparently says
to go back through Florida and sit in the Gulf again. If Texas or Louisiana look at you...
funny. Move in that general direction.
Okay, sounds easy enough. And it says here,
once you're ready,
Go back to Florida.
and start doing
donuts. That sounds fucking awesome, right? And then after that it says, I should pretend to leave and then turn around
and hit
Florida 2 or 3 more times.
and then
finally disappear into the Atlantic.
that sounds absolutely fucking amazing,
First day of biology class, and as soon as you walk in,
your teacher
Flings a scalpel at you.
right?
so you dodge it, and your teacher goes, Cam, you're late, so you're gonna be our
Model for
For dissection.
today.
No,
The fuck I'm not.
So you barely sneak by the teacher and go and find a seat, right? And right before you sit down, the kid next to you goes, hey, I'm actually combining
snail and human DNA.
Mind if I grab some from you?
No,
Let's go back
that way.
So you go to the back of the class, away from everyone, right? And the teacher hands out a quiz on the human biology. So you start and you look to the right and
What the fuck is that?
Some kid
doesn't know the answer, so he's dissecting himself to find the answers. And Gunther sees that,
and just
Passes out.
and the teacher goes, oh, perfect, we'll just use Gunther for our dissection.
not again.
Again, Gunther.
Now you're like, we need to exit immediately, right? So you start walking out, and then you see it. The kid from earlier.
Made the snail.
Human hybrid.
It looks like it's
Straight out of a horror movie, right? And the teacher's like, yes!
yes.
Evolution at its finest. Right?
So you sneak by the thing.
And you just get the fuck out of there.